Hello, I'm Richard Hooper and this is Sat TV Week. Now I'm here at Global MilSatCom where I'm pleased to be joined by Patrick Wood of Airbus. Patrick, thank you for joining us today.
Pleasure.
Now, Airbus, one of the biggest space companies in the UK, but obviously that causes problems. Tell me about them.
From our perspective, we've been in the space industry in the UK for 5 to 6 decades. So we've been right at the beginning, science missions, interplanetary missions, telecommunications, and LEO science, Earth observation. And I think, we've genuinely developed capability in the UK. We've developed a lot of skills, capability. I think that the challenge we've got now is there's a lot of new entrants into the UK space industry, and it's how do we adapt and change the way we approach the UK space ecosystem? How do we help the supply chain grow? How do we help those new venture capital startups and SME companies grow? And I think that's been a bit of a challenge for us over the last few years. We've really worked at making sure we're engaging much more. We've got a CUSP initiative to really engage as more in a partnership mode with the supply chain, as well as some of the primes that we work with.
But as a big company like Airbus, partnering with anybody is always a challenge because they think they're going to be gobbled up eventually. Is that?
I think from our point of view, we have a lot of capability in the UK in our Stevenage and Portsmouth factories. So a lot of the sort of space expertise in the country, some of the unique facilities are just happen to be behind our fences, in the Airbus factories. But that doesn't mean we want to have everything. We're fundamentally a prime system integrator. We build a few of the specialist high reliability products ourselves. But fundamentally, we need to bring products in from other organisations in the supply chain. So it's actually in our interest to grow the supply chain in the UK and look at the European and global supply chain as well.
Now, if you're partnering with people and bringing in capabilities, how do you ensure the quality is there?
That's a tough question. I mean, the space industry, we're very high on quality standards. We work to incredibly high, both design standards as well as manufacturing and supply chain and manufacturing. So often with our supply chain, it's about how do we work with them to make sure they are achieving the right quality standard, or they've got the right heritage in space, and they've got a product that will last the duration that we need. So we do a lot of validation of the supply chain, work with the supply chain, and make sure it's about literally working with them. That's the best approach.
And finally, it's all change in the satellite and space industry. How do Airbus view the future?
The space sector is so buoyant at the moment. It's a lot of agile development. There's LEO constellations being launched. People are using MEO constellations more for telecommunications. There's novel ways of doing position navigation and timing. Science is really exciting. Our Stevenage team did the orbital mechanics for the JUICE mission that's going to Jupiter. I think for us, space is still super exciting domain. And it's just about how do we maintain that and how do we make sure we're agile and we're using an agile supply chain.
Patrick, thank you very much.
Our pleasure. Thank you very much.